Here we go.
Okay.
we
Woody works a warble. Woody works a warble.
Okay, so what I'm going to do tonight when I judge the images, I'm going to basically judge them from the
Travis,
12.
we can't see your head.
Oh, okay, hold on a minute. Okay, hold on. Guys. I got my iPad on my desk. Is that a little better? There we go.
There we go. Okay.
There we go. All right, I put it on the box. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be, really judging from the 12 elements of judging for the PPA. Starting off with the initial impact of the image and talking about creativity, composition, center of interest, technical excellence, and things along those lines. And I'll also, if something comes in under a 10, I'll offer my thoughts on what I think would make the image better. So here we go. I really like this. This one definitely had impact, and when I look at it, I love the look on the person on the right's face, because he's like looking at this guy thinking, why are you putting this microphone up your nose? So, I really, really like this. I think the composition is excellent. Excuse me, because I'm looking at two screens, guys, so forgive me. I think the composition is excellent. That mic stand on the right doesn't bother me too much. I wish that could have been, maybe cloned out just to, take your attention away from that part of the image. And, but with, that said, I want to give this image a 9.
Okay. Next one is out on a limb.
This looks like it was probably taken in Asia, because of the tree and whatever that thing is on the left there. I really like this. The only thing about it is the workers get kind of, get lost amongst the trees. So, I just wish there would have been a little more, since the title of this month's, the subject this month is people at work. I think I would like to have seen them just stand out just a little bit. But, but I love the composition. I love all the limbs of the trees going every which way, and the ladder kind of is in and the initial worker, the most prominent worker, is in the perfect place on the image. And then the secondary worker in the back, I really like that. So I'm going to look at this image and I just wish the worker stood out a little bit more. And I'm going to give this one an 8.
Those are the only entries.
Okay. Bob, you want the Woody works a warble? That's Terry Hanford. No, Dave, if Terry's here, can you unmute him?
Terry's unmuted, so please, Terry, tell us about your image.
Yeah, this is at a concert of the Riders in the Sky band. This guy is singing with the microphone up his nose, is Woody. The band actually had a song, Woody's Roundup, in Toy Story 2 and Grammy Records, but they were playing in Southern Colorado. On this thing, one of the couple techniques that I tried for a first time were creating lighting as if there were a spotlight on the accordion player's face and on the hand. Also, there was the stage opened up back on a hillside that had burnt down the year before. So the actual backing there is actually the side of the train that carries you up to the mountain pass where this concert was. Thank you.
Thanks, Terry.
Thanks, Terry, very much. clap for you. A lot of virtual clapping that you're not going to hear because people are muted, but everybody's going wild. Thanks.
Hey, Bob, is there a way for you to hide the left panel when Travis is, when we look at the photo? Yeah, like that.
Perfect.
That'd be great.
Okay,
Okay, now we're going into F8.
F8, okay.
Okay, title of this is Windows.
Okay. This looks like something that I would photograph. So, you know, I like the idea behind the image with the windows and the different angles of windows, you know, coming up into the image and whatnot. The cropping, I would have probably taken it just a little bit more in from the right-hand side here, just to come right up to the edge, all the way down the edge there. I can't draw a straight line, I apologize.
Oh, there it
And
is. Okay.
okay, and the other thing that just kind of knocks us down just a little bit for me is I just think it could be just a little richer as far as, you know, taking the exposure down a little bit. So I want to give this image an 8.
Laundry day.
Okay. Wow. Whoops. I need to get rid of this. Hold on a minute, guys. Do I hit eraser, huh? Oh,
Or
eraser.
clear.
Clear. Okay.
Clear.
Clear. Didn't work. Eraser. Oh, that's all right. Oh, there it goes. Went away. Okay. You know, this image is lacking a little impact. I love him pulling that big old thing of laundry, so it doesn't have impact, but I think it could be even more powerful if we just we just took our attention a little bit more to him pulling the load of laundry. Maybe a slightly different angle, maybe step to the right just a little bit more. And you know, the boxes, these boxes over here kind of distract me a little bit. I like to see more concentration on just on the laundry part, and maybe not have all these boxes in here, and maybe crop it right about here. So I'm going to give this image an 8.
Sculptor carving stone.
That's a nice silhouette. The image does have impact. I would have liked to have seen the hammer. It looks like I'm being real negative, but I'm really not, guys. I mean, I really like this image, but you know, I'm just thinking, boy, if he had another shot of it and his hand was more up in the air coming down on the top of that tool or whatever it is, I think it would have had a lot more impact on the image. But I do like it. I love the silhouette. I love how you can see the features of the craftsman. You can see the goggles on his face and all. Yeah, I could feel the strength of his hand holding this and you know what he's actually doing. So I want to give this one a 9.
And that's it.
Actually, that's the high score, so we could leave it on. That's Ernie Kummer. Is Ernie here?
Yeah, can you hear me?
There you go. Okay, yes.
This was taken a couple of years ago at the Denver Botanical Gardens. I was just walking by and she was there, and that's the only shot I took. That was it.
Good.
Oh, good. We're all clapping.
job.
Very nice, Ernie.
Thank you, Ernie. Now we'll go into the F11.
Bear with me here.
Okay, this is titled The Sentinel.
Wow. Wow, now this image definitely has impact. I love this. I love his eyes, and it's both the German Shepherd looking straight ahead and the guard's eyes looking over to the left. Black and white was an excellent choice for this image. I mean, this is very, very nice. Technically, I really like it. This is a 10. I really like this. Really like this.
Okay. The waiter.
And this was captured right at the right time. You can see a sense of urgency in bringing the meal to the patrons at the restaurant. So the image definitely has impact to me. The composition is excellent. Just enough blur in the background to show that he's hustling to get the food there. His intensity in his eyes. So there's definitely a center of interest with this image also. I think this is well done. I want to give this a 10 also. And I love the black and white treatment to
Ouch.
it. Wow. There's been 3 excellent images so far, and all in black and white. Really like that. This definitely does have impact. I mean, you could feel the ouch. I mean, perfect title for this image. The way the bull is laying there is, you can see the expression, on the bull, and the cowboys, holding them down at all, and the smoke coming off the iron. Maybe just a little vignetting in this image probably would have helped it a bit, but that doesn't knock down the score for it, in my opinion. I want to give this another 10. We're on a roll.
The fisherman.
This is nice. I like this. I love the different body language in the 2 people. The one gentleman is going about his work, repairing the fishing line. The other guy is just kind of just there. Composition is good. I wish the sign would have been taken out in the upper right-hand corner of the image, and maybe just burn down the background just a little bit. I'm gonna give this one. Let's see here. I'm gonna give this one an 8. I think I would like to see more concentration on the face of the gentleman here, and maybe just eliminate this and burn it down a little bit. But I'm gonna give this one an 8.
Balloon delivery.
Yeah, this is fun. This has impact. Good job of panning the image to blur the background, and to give this to capture the 2 riders on the bike, and he even managed carrying all that stuff the way that's pretty good. This is just a nice, fun image. I'll give this one an 8.
How would it be improved if it's an 8?
I think I would like to have seen maybe the background just burned down just a little bit, and maybe punch up the balloons and brighten just a tad, brighten up his face just a tad here, and just pop this just a little bit more so it just stood out just a little bit.
Okay. Joshua.
Okay. Really pretty sky. Yeah, that's someplace I've never been. I always wanted to go just to shoot there, just to shoot these trees. Composition is really good. I think the impact's dull just a bit because the tree doesn't jump out at you. It kind of just blend in with the bushes here. This part stands out, but this part just kind of gets lost within all this to me. I just think that this could have stood out just a little bit more, just made this stand out just a little bit more. I do like the sky. Like I said, the composition's fine. I'm gonna give this one an 8. Only because I would like to have seen the tree stand out more and maybe pop the sky just a little bit. And I think it would have got a higher score.
Were you drawing on that one? Trying to draw on it?
No, I don't know
No.
where this thing came
Oh,
from.
okay.
Sorry.
No, because I didn't see anything. But it said
Okay.
you were pointing out to an area, and I wasn't sure if you were annotating it some way.
Okay. Yeah, let me do this. Okay. Change it. There we go.
Cooking snacks for the market.
Well, this definitely has impact. With the steam coming off the noodles, all the utensils that you're using for cooking and all. Yeah, I really get a sense of what she's doing here. I like this. This is a nice image. The action, you just see the action and feel the movement of it and everything. I think the exposure's been handled well with her. I'm gonna give this a 9. How would I make it better? I would probably burn this down a little bit over here, this area over here. I probably would, well, we don't want to do that, but burn this area down just a little bit right here.
What area you're talking about?
This area. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to get this thing so I can draw. Hold on. Here we go. Let's try this. Yeah. Whoops. Right in here. Burn this. Yeah, burn this in here.
Okay.
Yeah, right there. Right here. Just burn that, tone that down just a little bit. And and then maybe right over in here too, just tone this down just a little bit. And I think it would, make more impact in the image, but I really like it.
When you draw, Travis, I think it takes 2 or 3 seconds for it to show up.
Okay.
And so what's the score?
A 9.
9. Selling dogs.
This looks like New York City. I like this. I like everything that's happening here with the people in the background. The hot dog seller. This is New York. It's one of the things I miss about living back east is these street corner guys, and the hot dogs are usually pretty good. So I'm gonna give this one. Because it takes me home. I'm gonna give this one a 10 because I really like this. I love all the pictures of the food. If I were to, they didn't knock the score down, but I would probably crop it right here just to get just the cart. I think that would be nice. But I'll give this one 10. I really like this image.
Stand out.
Yeah.
Stand out.
This looks like it's in Paris. I think it's in Paris. I like this too, and I love the way the people are framed within the scooter here. His look.
Travis, can you erase the lines
yeah.
on the left side?
Oh, here we go.
Okay, they're gone now.
All right, thanks. I'm sorry, guys. First time I ever had to draw this, so. But this whole eclipse shape, against all the older architecture around here and the people walking around. Yeah, really nice. I like that. I'm gonna give this one a 9. What would make it a 10? I think maybe taken just a couple steps to your left so you really get the profile of this image, and then continue to use it as a frame for the people within it. And then this gentleman here, and maybe open up just a little bit more space in the front. You know, just come over to the left just a little bit and just have a little bit more space in the front of the image. And I think this would have helped out to bump this up to a 10.
Small business in Cuba.
Okay, I like this too. I like all the elements in it with the gentleman working with his pliers. I love the position, the subject's position, the way he's got his legs crossed and all. Just nice. I mean, everything's laid out real nice along here with him. Really nice. I really like this image a lot. I'll give this one a 10. Yeah, I love his expression, the way the hat's cocked on his head. You can tell that he's actually working on this stuff, which is nice. So I like that a lot.
Those eyes, that smile.
Okay. This is nice, and definitely you are captured by her eyes. I like the lighting. I like the lighting in the image. I like her expression. It's a nice image. I'm going to give this one. Let's see here. I'm going to give this one an 8. And the reason I'm giving it an 8, I think the lighting could have been. I don't know whether it's exposure on the image or what, but I think the lighting on her face could have just been just a little bit better. I think it kind of flattens out here just a little bit much, but I'll give it an 8.
Retirement is not an option.
Oh, that's good. I like this. I like this a lot. I like this. I love her expression. I love the composition. This green over here kind of balances out the green on her skirt. So that's real nice there. I know that the photographer didn't intentionally look for a green building, but that's good. Good that you did. You had that there. Yeah, this is nice. I love the composition. I love the her angles of the broom coming down, and the angles of the little carriage for the trash can. All this kind of works out. Can you see my marks with this thing here? Works out really well. So yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I like that. I'll give that one a 10. I like that image a lot.
Keep drinking the vodka, Travis.
Okay. Hey, we got this good work here tonight.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is a Ute Canyon sunset.
This is pretty right here. How you captured the sun's rays at sunset. It's almost the perfect time for that right there. So it's a nice sky, nice position. This bush over here, balances out the composition with the. These diagonal lines coming down here, and then these rocks on this side balance out the right hand side of the image. I'm going to give this one an 8, and the reason I'm giving it an 8 is because I think the sky could have been made more dramatic. I think when you come upon a sky that looks like this, it's got all the elements. The cloud formation is great. You got these rays coming down here, but I just think it's just a little bright. I would just like to see a little bit more pop in the sky, maybe in your post-processing, and then maybe just darken this just a little bit, lighten this up a bit, and I think you got a 10 on your hands.
Burma shopkeeper.
this one definitely has impact. You know, from her posture and her expression to the cat down here and the flip-flops to all her store wares that are over here. I mean, this image captures, you know, really captures very well what is happening and the whole culture and whatnot where it was taken. I'm gonna give this one a 10.
Elmo's on break.
Okay, this must be Comic-Con or something, I guess. I don't know. I guess this is Captain America and these guys here. It's a fun image. You know, this Captain America, whoever he might be, would be in a perfect position if this image was cropped right here.
Can't see it.
Oh, he'll pop up. Did it pop up?
Oh, okay. See it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, or you know, right behind him here. You know, I think that would have helped the image out a bit. And but you know, fun image. Definitely captures what was going on there. I'm going to give this one a 9. Just because I think it should have been cropped. This didn't have to be here, but I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna be generous.
Staying inside the lines.
Okay. This is nice, and the title of the image really captures not only what the painter's doing, but what the photographer captured here in the composition with, you know, coming right up along here in the lines, and then these lines coming up from the left side of the image. I mean, there's a lot of lines here with all the architecture right here and the painting. I love the exposure. You know, I love the balance of the ladder over here, a can of paint here. You know, the exposure was well done because you can, you know, the shadow detail is really good, you know, beyond the glass here. You can see his paintbrush. You can see what he's doing. I'm gonna give this one a 10. This is a really, really nice image. You know, it's texture and everything, really good. Well done.
Rounding them up.
Wow, that's good. Wow, that's good. How are you gonna keep all those horses in order? It's a good image. Yeah, I love the cowboy here. I love the composition. It's really nice. Coming. You know, it kind of wraps you right around and then back out the same side of the picture. That's nice. I'm gonna give this one a 9.
Improvement, Travis?
Okay, go back. Well, I think it would have been a 10 if, and it's just me with the exposures, but you know, I like an image with just a little bit more punch, a little bit more pop. So, you know, this is just a little, you know, it's just a little too pastel up in here. And I maybe a little more detail, there's a little texture slider in Photoshop. And I think you would pop the texture up a little bit on a layer and then just get rid of it around here. You would these horses all would have just popped out a little bit more. It would just show, you know, maybe the manes and some of the features around the horses and whatnot, and on him and all would have, you know, just popped out just a little bit more. I think it would have made it more impactful.
Thank you. A dusty buffalo roundup.
Wow. This reminds me of the previous image. I think this one was handled better because I love these layers of the cattle right here. Love the, you know, obviously fall because the leaves are changing in the trees. and the cowboys here and everything. I love the placement of where the two cowboys are. There's depth to it. There's different layers. This is nice. I'm gonna give this one a 10. I like this one.
The winemaker.
Yeah, I could use a glass of that right about now. Love his expression. This image definitely has impact. Love his expression. Love that he's squirting the wine into the glass. I would just tone this, probably just tone this barrel down just a little bit, but that's and maybe clone out this little thing right here. But that's minor. I love his expression for the subject of this month's photo competition being people at work. This one really this one nails it. So and somebody's happy with what he's doing. He's probably drinking most of the wine, so that's why he's so happy. So I want to give this one a 10. I love it. I love the lighting coming out from the from the back here, from the side here, showing his hair and all. It's just really, really nice. I like that. I'll give that a 10.
Trawling.
Okay. All right. This has impact, but this would, I think, shoot through the roof if the composition was just a little different. I just don't think the square composition works with this being in the center here. I think with this, the nets coming out here, the angle of the boat, the way the boat's angled, I just think this would have been better if it was down and to the right, where this is more towards the bottom right-hand side of the composition, and maybe more in a landscape composition than a square composition. And then I think it would have benefited from having the netting just pop just a little bit more. Maybe do a little post-processing work on the net just a little bit. But it's nice. I love the object. I mean, I don't know how you shot this picture. This was where you were on a plane, or if this was with a drone or whatever. But I love the idea behind the image. I just would like to have seen the composition be just a little bit different. So I'm going to, just because of that, I'm going to give this one a 9.
That's the end of the F11. We have 10 10s.
Wow. Okay. That's so everybody in the club can like me. That's why. No. No, it was good work. I liked it.
Okay, this is the wine. Whoops, where are we? We're going back.
This
Here we
is
go.
a 10. You want to list the
What?
artist?
Okay, this is the Sentinel by Joe Razis.
And Joe, you're on. Oh, Joe's unmuted, but I can't hear him. I can see him with his horns, but I can't hear him. That's unfortunate.
Well,
Joe, as a
Oh.
suggestion, maybe you could chat, and maybe then at the end we could go back and maybe read your comments. That's the only thing I can think of.
we go to the next one, Bob.
Come on, come on.
Okay, that's where am I? The Waiter by Allie Green.
Yeah, that's me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Nellie, thanks.
Okay. Hi, Travis. Thanks for giving me a 10.
You did it, not me.
It's just taken in Argentina just recently. We were at a winery and having lunch, and I just saw the look on his face. I only had literally a couple of seconds to take the photo. So I just did a very, very quick snap. Yeah, and I thought it was much better in black and white because of the lighting, you know, with the lights you see in the background. So I thought black and white made a better image.
Very good.
Very good. Thank you, Allie.
Okay, thanks.
This is Ouch by Joe Razis.
Well, this is going to be the same pattern as before. So if Joe can hear, if you could maybe chat, Joe, if you can do that, or I can see Joe talking, but we can't hear him, and he's unmuted.
Maybe we need little signs for everybody to hold up to the camera so they can read.
Joe, try it again.
Wow.
Joe, can you hear me? Can you say something, Joe? Yeah, he comes across as an iPhone and something, so I'm not sure. I've unmuted both. So I guess we'll just have to go on. Sorry, Joe.
Let's see.
And that was a 9, so that doesn't count.
It's Small Business in Cuba by Bill Dixon.
I can't find Bill. Duck on it. Bill, can you try to unmute yourself? I can't find you in the participant list. I'm sorry. Oh, there he is. Okay, Bill, I think I found you. Okay. And you're live, Bill. Sorry.
Yeah. You're unmuted. Can you hear me?
But you've got a lot of feedback, so I don't know if I'm not sure why, but.
Can you hear me now?
We can. So, but you've got a lot of reverb, so maybe be brief, I guess.
Huh.
Just talk about it.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is taken in Havana, and I was walking down the alley and saw this gentleman working and asked if I could take these pictures, and he cooperated with me, and I showed it really shows a great thing of him working.
Yeah, good. Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
Great. Thanks, Bill. Retirement is not an option by Gwen Patton.
Okay, that was taken in Cuba, just walking around one of the plazas.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Good. Good job.
That's it? Okay. Thank you, Gwen.
You're welcome.
It's Burma Shopkeeper by our own Dave Hall.
Yeah, thank you very much, Larry. Yeah, I shot this in Burma a number of years ago. I was constantly, we were there with another couple, and so we had a guide part of the time, but I was always trailing behind. So I approached this lady and asked her if it would be okay if I took my photograph, and she nodded. But I took maybe 5 or 6 photographs. Her expression never changed. And as I was losing sight of the group, this small cat, you know, all of a sudden bounded up, sat down. I snapped a picture, waved, thanks, and took off. So thank you.
Yeah, no, I really like that. That's nice. The cat, I mean, the cat pose for you too.
I
Man.
like the cat.
Yeah, I could have done like Joe Bonita and you know, kind of composited it in, but this was all one image.
I had heard, Dave, that you carry a stuffed cat with you on your travels to put in your photos.
My secret is out of the bag. Thanks, Larry.
Staying Inside the Lines by Victoria Ashby.
I'm trying, Victoria. There we go. You're on.
Okay. We were walking around in Chicago, and I saw him painting. The building he's painting was huge. I think it was part of a church. And I just liked the picture, and I took it, did some cropping, and worked on it.
Good job.
Nice.
I like that.
Thanks, Victoria.
Thank you. Uh-huh.
A Dusty Buffalo Roundup by Gwen Patton.
Okay, that was taken in at a buffalo roundup in Custer State Park, South Dakota.
Okay.
You're sitting high on a hill, and so you have a good vantage point from wherever you are. But the whole thing only lasts a few minutes, so you really have to shoot like crazy.
Good job. I like that.
Thank you.
Good. Well done.
Thank you, Gwen.
You're welcome.
The Winemaker by Allie Green.
I thought you were unmuted, Ellie. Sorry. Okay, Ellie, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yes, yes, Travis, he did enjoy his wine, and so did I. So that photo is a bit more blurred from my point of view. But yeah, it was a really great day, and the wine was excellent, and we were tasting for futures, and then the backlight on his hair and everything. I just, again, I had just a few minutes to snap the shot.
Where was it at?
It was in Valle de Luco, which was 2 hours south of Mendoza.
Okay.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay,
It's so
cool.
beautiful there, yeah.
Good.
Nice.
Good. Nice.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you, Allie.
Thanks.
There was one more. There was a hot dog stand.
Yep, selling dogs.
Yeah.
The other way.
Far
On the
left.
left. Right there.
There it is.
Down one. There you go.
There you go. It's Selling Hot Dogs by Lucius Ashby.
This was just hanging out in Times Square, and I had cropped the left part, and I think when it got back in Lightroom in order to reduce the pixels to send it went back to its original cycle. We were just hanging out in Times Square on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. You captured Times Square really well there with the people in the background, the taxi. I mean, you got the yellow cab, the people in the background, vendor. It's good. Well done.
That's what we call a PC, pre-coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah.